What's up, y'all? It's day 8 in this redesign challenge. I'm Quincy, principal designer, UI, UX, graphics, presentation, marketing, collateral, anything and everything. So we're in day 8, man, and it is a journey. It is an amazing journey that's happening. I love all the appreciation, all the comments, everyone just reaching out. Thank you. So on this day 8, we're tackling another person, another company who has says, no, we don't want you to work for me. So it is what it is. But if it's your first time seeing my video, just let me catch you up. So back in November, I was let go from my amazing company called Dow Jones, the Wall Street Journal. And I've been looking for work ever since. Haven't been able to find anything, put in hundreds, if not thousands of applications, and nothing, zero, nada, donut. And now I was like, what can I do? So I'm doing a redesign challenge of a company who has rejected my application. So if any company has rejected me, I'm going to redesign something of yours, either your website, marketing collateral, social media cards, a mobile app, anything I can find of you, I'm going to redesign. So let's welcome and let's get after it. Come on. All right, so now we're in my email, and I already know who has denied me. This came in yesterday, actually, and there's so many. It's just ridiculous, But I'm just taking, some of the ones that have come later, essentially. So anyway, so the company that denied me is called Fortive. Fortive. Thanks for applying for the Director UX Design role at Service Channel. We reviewed your application and unfortunately won't be moving forward with the application around this time around. So anyway, so I have been a director, a design manager, principal designer, pretty much anything, so I'm not sure why they didn't move forward with me at all. So anyway, Fortive, I'm going to redesign something of yours and let's get after it, man. All right, let's go. So their website is pretty nice. Making the world stronger, safer, and smarter. Pretty unique. And I have no qualms with their website. Their website's pretty nice. This green that they have going on, the CTAs are pretty consistent. The flash lines up here are very nice. This little carousel where the image pops over, which is pretty cool. So no qualms with their website at all. What I do have qualms with, not even qualms. So their social media. Their social media is a little lackluster. It's pretty standard to what companies are doing. And I've done these social media cards, hundreds of times. And they're all the same. You have a circle image, and then you have your quote, and that's it. Copy quote, copy image, copy image, copy image. Now, these are easy for a marketing person to implement and just take the template that the creative has created and run with it. And this is just what it is. The marketing person could do this in Canva or Adobe Express or any other design tool and not have to move any assets, any creative around. Only thing they're doing is replacing the copy and then putting an image, and that's it. That's it. So it's pretty easy, right? But they're just lackluster. I believe we could bring more of their brand into this, aside from just the colors. They have this really unique header for their LinkedIn where the image is actually much like in their logo. And if you look at their logo's got these 2 slashes in it. So I want to utilize what they have in their logo and begin to go in this direction for them for their social media. Let me bring in, let's see. So this is, some of the things that they have going on. Image, copy, change. Image, copy, change. Same thing. Image, copy, change. Image, copy, change. So pretty standard. So let's go. We're gonna revamp this. Let's redesign it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So we are in Illustrator. Let me bring over my reference image. So bringing over our reference image. Make this a little smaller. All right, so now we got our reference image. Let me bring over their logo. I'm gonna bring over their logo, and I realized that I need to make sure all the colors I have for the logo, black, white. So I'm going to image trace this, take out the background. Now I have it. I'm going to make white, then I'm going to make black. So I have their color logo, white and black. I'm going to make the canvas blue, essentially. Started with green, but I'm going to turn it to blue. And I'm going to take out this diagonal piece out of their logo. So I'm just making these butt up against each other. We are going to, so all these diagonal pieces, I'm going to essentially make a pattern with, but understand the relationship between each and every one. And I was thinking about just diagonals all across this card, essentially. I'm going to add a drop shadow to it to give it a little, just raise it above the background, essentially. But in the back of my mind, I'm wondering, if this is too busy, do I really need to do this? Is this going to look good? So I'm going to make these all blue. And really, I'm going to take a peek back, zoom out, understand it. Now I'm going to take out that drop shadow because I don't like it. And I'm going to really make each square. Actually, I'm going to delete every square, really, aside from a few, because now I want to bring in an image that's going to take the spot of that square. Let me put in an image in here. Let me grab an image. I'm going to grab this young lady. Let me bring her down. So I grabbed her, and I'm going to put her right behind that because I'm going to make this a clipping mask, right? So now I'm going to put her in this rectangular spot. Takes me a few minutes to think about how to do that. It's easy to do it in Photoshop, but I don't want to do anything in Photoshop. I want to just do this all in Illustrator. So I'm going to literally just make a shape of that rectangular image that will include her around. And that's going to give it the look and feel that I want. Now, she's in that shape. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it actually fit within their logo mark, which you're going to see me bring in the actual mark. And it fits perfectly. It looks great. She looks great. Just editing, those edges, make sure everything lines up, taking out that blue. And now I'm going to bring in that logo mark. Now you see how that mark, where that slash, that swath is, that's exactly the position we're putting it. So that mark gives way to that person that they are highlighting. Logo. Now for the text. I'm going to have to retype this text, essentially. So I'm going to retype all the text that's on the right because I can't select it anywhere. So I'm going to retype it in. I'm making a bunch of spelling mistakes, but I'm a typist. I can get that information in quickly. I used to type 70 words per minute back in my data entry days, but it's not anymore. So now just working on some typeface, but I'm going to essentially go back to Roboto. It's just easy enough to work with. Figure out the placement where it needs to be. I was trying on the left-hand side, but it wasn't working, so I put it below. And I'm enjoying where it is at this present moment. You know, she's in the perfect position. She's nice and large. You get to see her. I'm going to put her name in, and then her title, which is VP Product Management in Marketing. I mean, it's pretty much what they have on this side. So, I mean, that's what we matched, but that's not what we're gonna do. Michelle. Michelle Mendoza. We're gonna go 300. What's happening? What's going on my keyboard? Sorry, my keyboard's freaking out. I don't know why. What are we doing, keyboard? Michelle Mendoza. Michelle. So Michelle, we're going to reduce. Mendoza. Welcome. Medium. I'm going to bring up your title. Listen, to have a Hispanic in this position. Now I'm just going to move everything around, make sure the spacing is what I want it to be. It's got to fit, it's got to look good. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Michelle. Great job. Well done. Gotta say, well done, Michelle. All right, let's bring this over. We can get rid of these. It's not going to need much of anything. So now we are utilizing their logo. We're putting the image of Michelle in their logo, actually, which is pretty awesome and unique. I would love to get another color in there, but you know they have essentially those colors going on. So Michelle, salute you, salute you, salute you. We're gonna duplicate this because I'm gonna show you what we could do. Right. So we're gonna change colors. Right. Just gonna change colors for a sec. We're gonna go with a more stark color, which is black. Right. Black. Let's select these. I don't really need them anymore. Here's React. let me bring this artboard on a different layer. How many of you guys separate your artboards like that? Well, your layers like that, essentially. I do. So I know what I'm working with. So, oops. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those are gone. So let me just delete them. All right. So different color palette, right? Different color palette. Same image, same style going, but we're utilizing a different color palette for this. And I'm realizing I don't have, and these actually need to be. The spelling needs to be checked because I know my spelling is off in there. Where is my spelling? Check spelling, check spelling, check spelling. Here we go. Check spelling. Start. Yes, come on. Let's go. Ignore all. Customers. Change. Fortives. No. Ignore all. Improvement. Change. Collaborating. Change all. Jim Centra. Nope. Ignore all. Customers. Yes. Change all. Improvement. Change all. I should just change everything. All right. Cool. So now our spelling's checked. Come on. You got to check your spelling when you're doing something, right? So different color, different change. This could mean something else. Essentially, I'm just going to add in that quote mark. I'm going to add it in pretty large, essentially. I mean, in every quote, every brand has a quote mark when they are creating these cards. So, and we're just going to put that there. So that quote can always get carried over. And it doesn't have to be necessarily aligned, but actually what I'm seeing is I need to align everything. So let me align everything. Thank you for speaking out on my alignment. Nobody did at all, but let me align everything up with that B, essentially. That's lining up. Both of these are lined up. So now everything is lined up there. Why didn't I do that? I don't know why I didn't do that. That was silly of me. I could have just moved everything at the same time. I did not. My bad. My fault. So we're gonna adjust these again. Like this. That matches up now. All right. So pretty much everything is aligned to where it should be. So separate cards, 2 separate cards. We could create another iteration of this. And I want to put a drop shadow behind her. I know that's bugging me. And I know it's only bugging me. It's not bugging anybody else. But it's bugging me. So we're going to take it in Photoshop. Just add a drop shadow behind her. It's honestly, it's easy. If you're creating these, it's easy to remove the background of an image if you're using Canva or Adobe Express. It's essentially just a button, right? So you get your image, you're putting in here. I know some of you are probably saying, well, how can I give this to the marketing department if they're not going to be able to edit the image the way I want to? Well, it's easy. Canva and Express give you a remove background option for images. You just got to make sure the image is, pretty clean, essentially. And then you could just do it. You take out the background, and then you just edit that shape the way you want it, and then that's it. So yes, you can hand this to the marketing department, and they'll be able to do whatever they want with, essentially. So, all right. So that's to answer your question, even though you probably didn't ask it. But let me. All right. So I'm going to change the background color of this. To green. To green. Right. Let's change this to blue, essentially. They're color blue here. All right. I'm going to change this to blue. We'll see how it works. Might change everything to black, really. Their logo. We're going to go black. I think that green is too pale. It's not giving the effect that I want it. Essentially. I want to kind of keep the brand colors going in here. All right, so let's just change this to black for a sec. So, different feel to it. Let me change this to a regular. Not sure if I like it or not, but let's see. And then innovative solutions. Let's change. No, that doesn't work. Let's change it to white. And we're going to bold it. So it really stands out. So we have that going on. This happening. Oh, their logo in the back. Let me adjust their logo in the back. Where are your logo? So their logo is that. Let me adjust it to white or black. Let's go. So what does black look like? That's black. That's what that looks like. Let's change it to white. Sorry, change to white. So you could kind of see it. Let's put it black. There you go. So now you're still seeing the logo in the back. You're seeing the mark. And I see just something bleeding through, essentially, which is the logo, really. So we can adjust that logo just a little bit. Bring it up some. Actually, what's happening is you can see it a lot on top. We could essentially get rid of it. That's what we're going to do. We just got rid of it. It's still there. I mean, essentially. We just got rid of it. Let me just do the same thing for this one over here. Okay. And see much over here. Can't see it much. So we'll just leave it. All right, so now you have, so there's 3 separate images, 3 separate social media posts that can be shared. So it looks, different from this. This is standard. This is just a standard social media post. We jazzed it up some, to be these. Pretty nice, pretty awesome. I want to edit my queen in there and bring a little drop shadow action going on. A little drop shadow action. So, which one do you guys like? The blue, the black, or the green? All of them are under their brand. What are we missing? Are we missing anything? Did I forget to bring over anything? Don't think so. All right. All right, let me drop in. This young lady. There you go. Hello. How you doing? All right, so a little drop shadow action going. It's on the wrong side. Distance doesn't do that far. Spread. I don't want it to be on the. Yeah, I want it to be on that side. Spread doesn't have to be spread that much. I don't know if you guys see it. I can see it. If we were to add, let's see, let's add just a white background, just so you guys can see what I'm seeing. So that's the shadow. Opacity of the shadow. I'm just gonna make it a little lighter. Make it 15. I'm not sure if it's gonna really shine through on that image. I'm just gonna merge. Oops, don't want to find it. There you go. Let's save it. All right, so yes. So now got a little drop shadow action going. Actually, I want to edit it. I want it to be up just a little bit. We could really just clean this image up, I mean, completely clean it up, but I don't want to do that at this particular moment in time. All right, so the hair around it, there's still background behind that hair, but I don't want to edit it right now. All right, there's some, I can live with that for now. Not a lot, but there's some. All right, anyway, so this is it. This is our image. Now, if we were to pull in a different image, right? We can pull in a different image, which would be great. Let's drag in a different image. Let me just move these off to the side. Let me duplicate this canvas. Yes, right. So now go to my link here. This old lady, and I want to relink. Let's see if I can change this. And there is a young man that I want to put in there, which is him. And I'm just changing. There you go. So I got him in. Perfect. So I fit him in. You can see it's just a little off. So let's just edit his body. Not even his body. We're just going to edit. So I'm going to continue editing this image. Make sure it looks good. Make sure the points are correct. I'm going to change his name to Alan. Alan Golozak. Very cool. Now I want to replace another one of these with this young lady here. Deciding if I want to use her or not because her hair is just a little frayed. Not frayed, but just wild. But I like her though. Smile, the enthusiasm. Tremendous. Ashley Leach, that's your name. Love it. She's director of demand management. Very nice. We got Michelle, Alan, and Ashley. Let's go. All right. Listen, I believe we are pretty much done with this project. Appreciate Fortive for giving me some fuel for the fire. That fuel is you guys denying me. All good. All good. I get it. But all right, let's take it to presentation mode for a sec.